Good morning, grade 7. Welcome to another science online class. So, our topic for today is about hypothesis. So, kailangan matutunan nyo yung hypothesis kasi dito sa susunod na module natin, gagawa kayo ng sarili nyong hypothesis. Hypothesis is a tentative explanation or solution to the problem, or tinatawag din siyang educated guess. A good hypothesis is based on sound reasoning. Pag sinabi natin sound reasoning, kailangan yung gagawin nyo logical, mas madaling naintindihan ng readers or ng audience. Next, it provides explanation for predicted outcome. Kailangan napapakita nyo na agad or na-explain nyo na agad ano yung magiging posibleng sagot dun sa problem natin. Next, it clearly states the relationship between defined variables. Okay, napapakita natin yung connection ng ating variables, which is the dependent and independent variables. Next, testable in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, ibig sabihin, kailangan madali siyang gawa ng investigation or ng experimentation sa maikling panahon. How to formulate an effective hypothesis? An effective hypothesis is not a simple statement. It offers a clear flow of an experiment, intention, and possible result. So, pag sinabi nating effective hypothesis, kailangan hindi lang siya simple. Kailangan dun pa lang sa ating statement or dun sa hypothesis natin, nakikita na natin paano natin gagawin yung experiment natin, ano yung magiging flow niya, ano yung mga variables na gagamitin natin, ano yung intention natin, at ano kaya yung maging posibleng sagot dun sa ating problem. There are important things to remember in building a testable hypothesis. First, state the problem that you are trying to solve. A hypothesis focuses an experiment as it clearly defines the topic. Okay, kailangan sasagutin natin kung ano ba yung gusto nating mahanapan ng kasagutan. Kailangan yung hypothesis natin nakafocus dun sa experiment na gagawin natin para masagot yung tanong natin or yung problem natin. Next, try to write the hypothesis as an if and then statement. For example, if a certain action will be taken, then a certain result is expected. Tignan nyo, kailangan nagsisimula siya palagi sa word na if. If gagawin ko to, tapos may karugtong siya na then, ito yung mangyayari. So, parang ganon. Next, if an animal is a bird, then it has feathers. So, this is an example of hypothesis. Another example is, if a number is even, then it is divisible by 2. So, napansin nyo, na-emphasize ko yung if. Tapos, lagi siyang may kasunod na then sa sentence natin. Next, it defines the variable. In a scientific inquiry, a hypothesis proposes and investigates the relationship exists between a dependent with the independent variable. So, kailangan dun pa lang sa hypothesis natin, napapakita na natin dun alin yung independent and dependent variable. Sabi nga natin, yung dependent variable natin, yun yung bagay na ino-observe natin dun sa investigation. While the independent, ito yung minamanipulate natin kung bakit magkakaroon ng result or pagkakaiba dun sa result. For example, if I give a plant an unlimited amount of sunlight, then the plant will grow to its largest possible size. So, dito pa lang, nakikita na natin ano yung problem na gusto nating mahanapan ng solusyon. Ano yung posibleng masagot dun sa problem natin. Kapag binigyan ba natin ng unlimited amount of sunlight, lalaki ba yung halaman sa possible size niya? So, ang ating independent variable dito is yung unlimited amount of sunlight. So, pwede kang mag-test ng different amount of sunlight. Then, yung ating dependent variable is yung magiging growth ng plant. Depende dun sa amount of sunlight na ibibigay natin. So, that is an example of hypothesis. Okay, so next activity, gagawin nyo yung mga hypothesis. Ano ba? Paano ba gagawa ng hypothesis dun sa mga given problem natin? So, kung merong question, just chat or PM me and i-discuss ko pa yun lalo sa next session natin ng ating online class. Okay, maliwanag po ba? Okay, yun lang po. Thank you and have a good week.